What it do, YouTube? It's me, Tony 918 Hustler. It's been a while since I've done a video, I guess. I guess I did a little short not too long ago, but it's been a minute. I said, man, I had to do a lot of thinking about this social media stuff. Even though I done been, involved in getting on social media for a while, I just really here lately been giving a whole lot of thought. From watching so much, different videos on YouTube, watching so much other people's content, just that and everything else that's going on in the world, government, religion. I mean, it's kind of hard. You can't ignore none of this stuff out here. You can, but ain't none of us born into this world with guidance to follow. That's something else that I realized. None of us born into the world with the right guidance to follow as we grew. People that, whether it's family or people that family went to for guidance or whatever, give us the wrong kind of guidance. Some things I just, I don't really, I have to talk about it. I have to, what I'm saying? Because people have came to me with it over the years in my life. People have always came to me and, it's always been about religion, and belief, having faith and stuff like that. So, eventually, I said, me, I need it. I need it. I need faith in God. I need true belief in God. But I said what I don't need is people trying to feed me a bunch of nonsense and imaginary, imaginary things. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going for that. And I don't care if the world hate me for it. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if the rest of the world hate me, because I'm the one that's gonna sit up and tell you that I don't believe that God has a son that people abused and crucified. I don't believe that. I don't believe that God would send anyone to be abused and mistreated, treated with injustice for me. And that's where I'm coming from, what I'm talking about, my belief in God. Yeah, my belief in God, I don't believe that my God command injustices to anyone, to any of us. I believe that if something is bad happening to you, it's because either you done something to cause it on yourself, or maybe somebody is just not in their right mind trying to do something to you. Whether they trying to do it secretly or are they trying to just do it where they don't care if other people know that they doing it. But God is good. And he punished people for doing wrong, but he tell us what he punished people for. For worshiping in falsehoods. For worshiping other gods beside other things that the people call gods beside him. They say God is a jealous God. That's what they say. But why would God be a jealous God if jealousy is associated with hatred and evil? And there are no other gods. There ain't no God that created the sun and then another God that created the moon and then another God that created the stars and another God that created the clouds and then some other God that created the, that's not what it is. There's one God who created all things, the heavens and the earth and everything in between. That's my belief in God. Now, if I believe, now when it comes to me believing what God's name is, his holy name, I believe his holy name is Allah, the most gracious, most merciful. That's what makes sense to me. And I don't have to live in, no matter what country I live in, no matter what country I live in, I said, that would have to make sense to me. No matter what language I speak, that's the only guidance that makes sense to me, to believe in God. That his holy name is Allah, the most gracious, most merciful, the creator of the heavens and the earth. There ain't nothing else for me to believe in. I'm satisfied with that. That makes sense to me. God is all. And maybe some people may be surprised, but that's the awe. But God is all. Creator of all. But I don't believe that God is a created thing. I don't believe that God was born into the world to preach to people. I'm a chosen messenger of Allah, one of the chosen messengers of Allah. And I don't go around telling people that I'm an angel or a prophet. I said I'm a messenger. I have a message. I have the proof, the evidence. I don't have to go around pretending to be anything for anybody. I'm me. I'm myself. And I know it's a lot of troubles in the world because we're born into a troubling world. It's children being born into the world today that's being born into these troubles that's in the world today. So it's a troubling world. It was troubling when I was born in here. It was troubling when my parents was born in here. It was troubling when our ancestors was born. It was troubling. It's always been trouble in the world because of man. Men make trouble. Straight up. Men try to get out of trouble. You know what I'm saying? When they get in trouble, they start trying to find a way to get out of trouble. When people get in trouble, they trying to look for a way to get out of trouble. But wasn't looking a way to stay out of trouble before they got in trouble. You ain't looking for a way to stay out of trouble before you get in trouble. But when you get in trouble, you're looking for a way to get out of the trouble. Only to go back out and go get in some more trouble. That's the only thing that's been really going on out here with people. But I done learned to seek guidance, true guidance. And that's from Allah. That's what I found out. And I'm not looking for no other guidance. I'm not looking to go listening to some young person, young dude that just 20 or 25 years old. Now all of a sudden his parents can convince him to go out walking around telling people that God is their father and they're his child and all that stuff. And I said, and it's not true. I don't believe none of that. Say God ain't got no rebellious, wicked, evil children in the world out here running around fighting and killing and going to war and fighting with each other. You're not none of God's children. You keep lying to yourself about it, but I'm not going to believe that because I can see and I can hear. You know what I'm saying? I would be a fool to let somebody sit up and convince me that all these people out here that's racist and hateful and out here full of pride of race and think they all this and that. I said, man, no. I ain't believing none of that. I ain't believing that you godfathers and godmothers with godchildren and none of that. I don't believe none of it. So I'm not going to even get on here on YouTube and try to pretend and play and try to put on no show and sit up here and try to act like I'm better than other people or you know what I'm saying? It's just common sense for me to explain what go on in my own mind, the way I understand things. And I'm not going to let no dummy change because they want to run around here knowing damn well they racist, knowing damn well they don't like other people. No matter what race you are, people are still racist. I don't care what color you say you are. That's racist. You run around here, they talk about their race and it's messed up. But I refuse to do it. My name is Tony. I ain't got to go. You ain't got to call me. You call me Tony. That's my name. You got to be going around trying to call me black or none of that. I said, because I'm not enveloped in darkness. And I don't think once people find out if they are enveloped in darkness, they're not going to be proud of it. They ain't going to be nothing to brag about. So, I ain't with none of that, all that black magic and all that shit they be trying to put on people, trying to put on our people and shit, all that we black, all that black magic shit. Then they practicing black magic and voodoo and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Talking about they believe they Christians and, you know, people out here practicing black magic and voodoo, trying to cast spells on people and shit, trying to keep people from being happy, you know what I'm saying? And trying to act like it's somebody else out here doing something to them when they know damn well they the one out here doing shit, you know, that's sneaky. Sneaking around doing shit that, you know what I'm saying, they know damn well if people found out they was doing, ain't nobody gonna support it. But when you got a whole lot of people doing it together and they all involved in doing it and shit, then I guess, you know what I'm saying, it do take the higher power to, you know, to check you. You know what I'm saying? And put you in your place. I said, yeah, man. Yeah, things are just, you know, serious out here, man. You know, it's all good. It's going to get organized. We're going to be in right order soon enough. People least expect it. But anyway, I just want to make this video, man, and say some of the things that was on my mind. So I did nothing with my YouTube channel in a while. But maybe I'll make another video and upload it. But anyway, everybody that watched this video, everybody that tuned in to my YouTube channel, check this little brief video out. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? If you know, holding your peace, or you know, if you got a comment to leave, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I get around to checking it. I really usually don't check too many comments. I don't really get a lot of comments from people because I ain't, you know, I really don't have no audience and stuff. But I'm just gonna keep it real, man. You know, live my life. You know what I'm saying? People, you know, a lot of people don't, you know, seem to know how to stay in their own lane, you know, and let other people live their own life. I said, but don't be getting mad at me because of my beliefs in God and what I preach about God. I said, because I know it, but I know what I preach is the truth. I can prove it. I can research it for you right in your face and prove what I say about what the truth is. And if it's not the truth, then God, the all-knowing God, God Almighty, know that I seek the holy truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, and I understood the what made the clearest sense to me as a man, as a human being, and that's what I, you know, took into my heart and believed in with my soul, all my soul. Things that I could prove, facts, sufficient evidence, where I know I didn't just make it up and just start talking out of my head and saying things about God that couldn't possibly be true. Because I'm not a witness to God having no children. I'm not no witness to that. But I know I was born into this world not knowing nothing. So I'm not going to let nobody sit up here and convince me or trick me into saying that I believe God is that Jesus is the Son of God, or Jesus is God, or how Jesus became God, or none of that. I don't believe in none of that. I believe God is God forever. I don't believe that people become God someday. I don't believe that. I believe that in the hereafter. I believe that people die and go to the hereafter to meet God, to return to God, to meet God, for judgment, to find out if they did enough good in their life on earth to earn their way into the garden of bliss and happiness. You know what I'm saying? And if that's not your belief, then fine. I believe what the words say from the beginning. They say Adam and his wife was in the garden, and that's what they got put out of. So I believe that's what we got to try to find to make our way back to, by being obedient and believing in God the right way, having faith and trusting and believing in God and doing the right thing, doing good deeds. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm about. That's what I changed my life to. But that don't mean I'm gonna be out here being a pushover and a little, sweetheart for people. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not what it is. I'm about my kindness, my my dignity, my integrity, respect. Things that I know that other people, feel like they deserve to have. So I'm with that. Having my dignity, integrity, my respect as a man, as a human being, to the day I die. Like I said, I ain't trying to be out here putting myself down to be less for nobody. I ain't trying to be running around here acting like somebody is better than me, whether I'm rich or poor. You know what I'm saying? You can't. Uh, I'm not all excited about money and having a lot of money and being rich or being wealthy or none of that stuff. I said I try to understand and learn what the right thing to do is with money. I said I ain't trying to be somebody who bragging and boasting and running around here trying to act like I'm better than people, and then when things get bad, then start talking about slavery and history and being black and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what people do. They run around here bragging about money and bragging about materialistic things and pride of race and all that. And then as soon as God tests them, they go back to crying and complaining and whining and blaming it on being the color of their skin and all that shit. And I said, man, you know what I'm saying? I don't want no part of that kind of stuff. I'd rather just be a man, and stand up for myself when I need to. And defend myself when I need to. Against whoever trying to come up against me and trying to, get me in a wrong place or wrong state of mind or wrong confrontation or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's real like that. So, all this all that other gossiping and all this name calling and all this other stuff that's going on. And I'm not impressed. And I'm not trying to do it with people. Put my faith and trust on God, believe in God the right way, and get it right that way, the best I can, before I go around out here trying to get into some kind of confrontation or argument and with somebody that, that ain't, right minded and not even trying to get their mind right. So anyway, man, I just wanted to make this short video and talk about some things that was on my mind. Make some use of my YouTube channel and stuff. I don't want to be on here trying to be fake. None of that, because that ain't what I don't practice none of that. I don't practice none of that fake shit. And, I'm about paying attention and being awareness of what's going on in the world and what I'm hearing from other people and what, I'm saying, I'm, taking things, into consideration, thinking about stuff. Because it's about making right decisions, right choices in life. People that don't take that seriously and they don't have their mind on that, they ain't got their mind on right conduct and behavior. Well, I'm not trying to associate myself with that, period. Because, it's just too many people out here you know, they handed themselves over to be controlled by other people, whether they in jail or the prison system. You know, people just rather hand themselves over to be controlled by other adults because they don't know how to be adults in society. So they got to have somebody else to control them. I don't need that. That's not my desire. I'm a man that know how to control myself. I'm a man that know how to think for myself. And I'm a man who know how to make the right decisions and right choices in my life because I done learned that. And I might try to share that with other people and maybe to put something on their mind so that, you know what I'm saying, maybe they can, you know, start thinking about things in a way that might give them the right guidance, because I have the guidance to give from God, but, you know, can't just pretend to listen to it, and you can't just, you know, look at me and act like, you know what I'm saying, you hearing what I'm saying. You know, a person got to really take things into words of power. So everything I just said in this video about, you know, what I talked about is what's real, not just only to me. There's other people in the world that know it's real, and you know, I don't have to, you know, worry about that, because I know I done took the time and put the effort into learning and understanding what I'm learning. Not just going around looking for something to satisfy, to please me, but making sure that I'm understanding what the facts are clearly, without no misconceptions about it. So, yeah. But anyway, I'm going to end this YouTube video, man. I appreciate anybody that watching and liking, sharing. Or you don't have to share, you can share it, but like and subscribe to my channel. Maybe I'll start uploading some more other video, other content. That was my plan from the jump. I'm really kind of, you know, I don't want to be, I ain't trying to be bragging. I'm not no bragger. I ain't got to brag about whatever it is I got, whatever gifts God and blessed me to have, or whatever it is, how I do things, my own style or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm not bragging about me. You know, I'm just trying to be the best person, part of mankind that I can be, man. Be kind to people, you know what I'm saying? And be manly. You know, be a manly man, not no wimpy person, no wimpy man, or none of that kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? So, uh, just trying to keep it real, man. 100. It ain't hard, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to stay on the straight path. It ain't got to be narrow, but on the straight path. Straight up. But anyway, I'm outie, man, and I appreciate everybody, man. So one love, much love, peace and blessings. God bless.